Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Comment Spam Reviews The News, a show where I critique and IMO my way through a few of today's top stories. So like, comment and subscribe, it really does help the channel grow. And we start off today with the same story we started with yesterday. This is the upskirting bill, the one that was supposed to be passed in the House of Commons by now. But it hasn't, and Tory MP Sir Christopher Chope, yes, that is his name, is the reason why. At first you might be thinking, is this right honourable gentleman a porn baron? Or perhaps walks around London with a camera attached to his shoe? But no, this is much more stranger than that. When asked by the proposer of the bill if Chris even knew what upskirting was, he admitted that he did not. I imagine that when he found out, it came as something of a shock. So why did Sir Upskirt reject the bill? Well, he sits in Parliament every Friday, which is Backbench Business Bonanza Day, which means no one turns up except a few people with niche issues. And he spends Friday shouting, "Object!" to stop these laws from getting a second reading. Now, I appreciate the internal workings of my old as duck Parliament isn't the most interesting content, so I will link in the description to a short video by the UK Parliament YouTube channel, which explains how it all fits together. And of course, this doesn't cover the flat earth or show the internal steel beam mechanism, but it is a good start. And this wasn't the only controversy Sir Chope got himself into yesterday. He also shouted object at the so-called Finn's Law, which is designed to make assaulting police animals less excusable in a court of law. Now we notice a pattern forming here. This is a strange fellow on a personal campaign to keep the statute book from implementing new criminalisable laws. It sounds almost martyrish if you look at it in an idealistic light, but cold hard reality does kind of make him seem like an uncaring pervert. Because of the crazy backbench day plight, our most fearless leader has promised to introduce the upskirt law in a more professional sense. So this law will be forced through eventually, after proper scrutiny by a large group of people who will all pretend to be oblivious to exactly what upskirting is for fear their work computers will be examined for non-deleted histories. I'm looking at you, Damien Green. How is life on the backbenches these days? Now, what day would be complete without a Brexit moan or two? In bonus points, this one features everyone's favourite justification for homogeneity bias, Diane Abbott. And as always from the Express, no Brexit story would be complete without a Jeremy Corbyn reference, and today it's a 1:10 ratio between Jezza and Mesa. Quite impressive, almost like votes are keyword optimization now. And this story is about how Diane ducked the question about how her party is split on the whole Brexit thing, which is of course a big surprise considering the results of the referendum were 52% to 48%. One would expect that a representative party in a representative democracy wouldn't in any way represent views of the people they represent. But it wouldn't be a clickbait Abbott story if it didn't jerk off the pride of the Brexit classes. Now, if only Donald Trump would fly over for lunch and sort it all out with Lord Croak of Croak Hall. Fire. What an antisocial bella. I'm not sure why Glaswegian buildings are all on fire right now. It's probably that high-fat diet. But the Glasgow School of Art, which was closed for refurbishment after a massive fire in May 2014, set on fire again, before it was due to reopen. Which I can't help but find a bit funny. And all of that multi-million pound restoration work has been undone in one evening. It's almost as if these fires are sick of how long the Brexit process is taking, but haven't quite mastered the art of non-violent protest. And we run into the last story of the day, that burning wreckage of a message from the flame war masters that are the most online of Daily Mails. And today we go further afield, to the land of kangaroos and reposts about Julia Gillard. And we step into religion, because who doesn't love starting a flame war on YouTube? And it's about sending priests to jail if they don't report child abuse that they hear about in confessions. And Father Michael Velan has stood his ground, saying he was willing to go to jail rather than break the seal of confession. And I am quite concerned for this seal's safety. How is it being treated? Do Catholic churches have the right infrastructure for caring for a seal, including enough water space for adequate exercise? And for the love of God, Michael, don't break the seal. The last thing Catholicism needs is another abuse story, this time where you're beating up helpless water mammals. But this is just more bad press for a church organisation who are only ever featured in the news for child abuse. For some reason, they just can't help themselves. Protecting child abusers within the church itself or through confession is clearly pretty stupid, and if you think it's a good thing, you should probably stop. And that's all for today, folks. I hope you've enjoyed my content. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and join me on Monday for more like-minded content. And I leave you with this. As the EU introduces new legislation and dank meme overdoses surge across Europe, remember that you might not be able to post memes anymore, but you can still post a stranger's vagina on Pornhub, as long as they don't know you've taken the picture and it's done in a public place.